It's Thursday again, and we all know what that means. It's put your pants on day. So break out your finest pair of listening devices and join Ziona and Slaygon for a bit of chat live here on Slay Radio.
Hello.
Hi everyone.
We have a mute button, I think. We hope. Yes, we do.
Or maybe this time we don't, and they will just watch us.
I tested.
Oh, you tested. Okay,
Yeah,
excellent.
tested.
So, hi everyone. It's the 27th of April, end of April, almost in May now, and we are back. And after last week, when we did not have a mute button for most of the show, we really hope that this experience will be somewhat smoother. And sorry for the delay, it's my fault. Again.
Surprise?
No, that's a regular evening, I think. We can say now that since it is not the system's fault, that's just a regular evening when it is my fault. So apologies.
Apparently Pete has that t-shirt as well.
I know, right? I can actually see almost on every parties that we visit, someone has this t-shirt. But obviously, this is our t-shirt, all of us.
It's a good one.
Yes, it's a really good one. So, yeah, absolutely.
And Fluke says, the mute works.
Well, you didn't hear that yet. I mean,
Yes,
that's the
because
point, I guess.
I tested it right at the beginning. So yes.
Yeah, okay. Then you heard it not working. Well, or heard it working. That's excellent. Okay. Well, it's Barry Leach's birthday apparently. So happy birthday,
Barry.
shout out. And
happy birthday, Barry.
And it wouldn't take that much time when he will be with us again. Because in a few weeks we will have a special show.
We will indeed.
Indeed. That would be 18th of May.
18th?
18th.
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 Yes, we will have the 18th on the show.
Yes, when we will have...
In May.
In May, yes. We will have part of the Encore 500 team to interview. And the Encore 64, the whole album got released on RKO, so everyone can put their hands on it for free. And of course, obviously...
What, to heal it? What would they put
Grab your copy.
Oh, grab your copy, okay.
Yes, grab your copy.
So not healing, like a Reiki thing or whatever.
Yeah.
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 Not hearing. No.
Yeah.
And but besides, of course, it is for free, but if you love it and you would love to support the artists, you can still buy that from Bandcamp, I think.
Yeah, I think it's still out there.
So.
Nothing in that regard has changed, and not entirely sure it's on Bandcamp, but it's on all the streaming services like Spotify.
Yeah, I wasn't
iTunes
sure about
I
wasn't sure about the platform, so sorry about that. But yes, definitely you have ways to reach the team and the album, and then obviously there is all the information you need. So
album, boom, boom, boom.
Did I say anything wrong again?
Album, boom, boom, boom.
Album.
Oh, okay.
Now he understands me. He is not willing to understand me until I pronounce it differently. Right?
Or correctly. One or the other.
Well, sometimes correct is relative as well. If you compare the US and the UK, it certainly is relative.
Sure.
Sometimes.
Sure.
In some cases. Not in all cases. And, it's lovely remix week since Tim Forsyth released a new remix. Would we love to hear that as a starter track?
Would we hear that?
Would we love to hear
Oh, would
that?
love to. Sorry, I was reading at the same time, so I missed a word in there.
They're
I
both-
would certainly love to hear it. I did hear it before, but this will be the first time I'm hearing it down here, other than in like earbuds.
Aha. So you only heard it up there, but now you
Yes.
will listen to it down here. Okay.
Down
That
here.
would be Scarabough's The Escape from Tim Forsyth.
Fiddly-dum. Oh,
But there were not that much drums
there
before
was
that,
a
so it's
there
not
was a fiddly-dum, but he only kept the dur part.
So it was just a dum. It's not a fiddly dum then.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So fiddly-dum without the fiddly.
Yes.
Yeah.
That I can accept. That was the solution here. So yeah. And apparently Jerry Springer has died at the age of 79.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Just
So
news
no more.
from today. Yeah.
So I guess at his funeral there will be a lot of folding chairs and throwing them around.
I do not know, but
Did you never see his
I
show?
have definitely seen some of his shows. Not that many of them, since it wasn't really a thing where I lived. So you could catch it like as a more of a rare thing to catch on like satellites and stuff. But I knew that he is big. So, well, how many shows did you watch?
No, not many. I just saw the general tendency to kind of have flying chairs in the show.
General tendency of flying chairs. Well, that's something, I guess. Passionate, as usual. Usually those talk shows are.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
But yeah, many of his colleagues remember him as a very warm, intelligent, kind person. So that is certainly something.
Yeah, I guess.
One legend less
Yeah.
on Earth, definitely. And how was your week?
It's been kind of busy with stuff,
Kind of.
kind of.
Yeah, because you ordered some things again. Obviously, I needed to come home earlier yesterday to
Earlier.
wait for... Yes, earlier than
Yeah,
usual.
wait.
I'm usually the
Yeah,
late bird.
I know, but it wasn't that early.
No, it wasn't super early, but I was certainly at home at 5 because the post said that they could deliver between 5 and 10. So
Yeah.
I just wanted to make
The
sure.
perfect delivery window as usual.
It is. But usually, for us, it is, because usually we are at home, but sometimes it happens that we are not.
Yeah. Sometimes it does.
Yeah.
Especially on Wednesdays. And especially this past, not like yesterday, this past Wednesday. Yesterday, because I had a company dinner as well. And yes, earlier in the week, Tuesday, we had a bit of a organizer meet for Transmission 64.
Oh, that we had
So,
as well. Yes,
yeah.
very true.
And Monday, I managed to not get ruined. So there's that.
You managed to not get ruined.
Yes.
Not get ruined
Yes.
of what?
Taxes.
Oh, yeah, okay. This is what you mean. Right.
Yes.
Yeah, that's excellent. But I knew that it's going to happen. That was
Yeah.
logical.
Well, logical. That's
Yeah.
you're talking about taxes. So there's nothing logical about
there
that.
are some basic rules there that I guess apply in most of the countries. So,
Ooh, there's some news.
hmm.
Other news that is actually happy news.
Oh,
I can't remember the release date. It was like early summer, I think, on Core 500. But since that's Amiga, we need to cover it with some C64 as well. And enter German remix group to the rescue, because they're releasing a C64 album on June 6th or 9th. What was it? 9th.
so now you are happy because it's not only an Amiga album that will get released.
Was I not happy about the Encore 500 as well?
Yes, you were, but this is what you suggest to me right now, or I'm not misunderstanding something.
Yes, you are not misunderstanding
Well,
something.
No, I'm misunderstanding something then, I
So,
guess.
yeah. So you understood until you didn't understand.
Yes, exactly.
Ah,
Until
right.
I didn't. Yes,
Until you didn't.
indeed.
And German remix group has done a number of albums where they cover one particular artist, like Rob Hubbard, an entire album.
Uh-huh.
This time is Thomas Dettert.
Okay.
Should be interesting.
Ah,
And that was the big reveal tonight.
the big reveal. When?
Yes, 2 minutes ago it was made public.
Oh no! Oh my God! And is this like a preview that is live preview, or is
No,
it?
no, no. He said that in the chat on YouTube.
Oh,
So
okay.
Mitch Van Hayden is listening on YouTube, and he
Not
told
on,
us that.
Not on YouTube. That's why I haven't seen it. But this is amazing. Wow. Okay. Well, I'm game. If it's up to Thomas Dittert, I'm totally game. So. I see
Pete says,
now.
remember Slaygon, tax avoidance is legal. Tax evasion will get you some jail time. Yeah, I've heard something about that. I don't know. No, I don't know. I don't know. No, I went to the accountant, and he kind of showed me what to do properly, essentially.
So now you know everything what to do.
No. He's going to fill in the numbers and
Obviously.
sort that for me. That's what I pay him for. Come on.
I'm so happy that it gets like auto-filled for most of the cases when you don't have like several sources, because that's like super easy. You just click and send
Barely
it
an
in.
inconvenience.
Yeah, exactly. And I
Do you
still
know the
remember
reference? If anyone knows the reference, let me know in the chat.
barely an inconvenience.
Super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
Okay, I don't know the reference, so
You've seen a couple of them on YouTube.
I have.
You have.
Okay, I still don't know, so someone needs to tell me.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for someone on Discord or Twitch or IRC or something to chime in on that one, because I'm sure someone has seen it. I can't be the first one. He has like 1 million subscribers or more, like something like that.
Oh, Go Hank said, don't get me started on deliveries. We have a few days off in the beginning of May, and that's usually the official start of the barbecue season. So following my friend's recommendation, I ordered a set of seasoned beef burger meat. Of course, the freaking UPS did not deliver it on time, and it's begged that it's okay to keep it in delivery for a day, not so much for more than that. In general, not the best day for me today. Oh, sorry to hear that, Go Hanks. Why is it always UPS? I'm really asking. That company needs to improve their processes. It is always UPS that we have a problem with, even here in Sweden, not only in Poland. So, yeah, incredible. I just don't get it. I always wonder about this too. And they keep claiming that they were home, trying to attempt home delivery, while they didn't. They weren't there. We know they weren't there. And they weren't here. So, no. I just wonder why.
I don't
It's
know. The
stupid.
drivers want an afternoon off or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. Or maybe it's a policy by them. Okay, save time.
It's not a policy by them. It's not a policy.
Just try to throw it off at
No.
the service point, and then
No.
everyone
not,
will be
not
happy.
a policy.
No, probably not an official policy. But anyway, yeah, I'm wondering about that. If anyone knows anyone who can fill us in about that, I was always interested in that, because I just don't understand why they need to send an SMS that they were at the place when they weren't. Really, they tell me that we couldn't deliver because of several reasons, and I delivered to service point. Then okay, fine, but don't lie to me. You weren't here, please.
Well,
Yes.
Mr. Musk got it right with the reference there.
Pitch
Super easy,
meetings.
barely an inconvenience. Pitch meetings.
Pitch meetings. Okay.
Oh, pitch meeting.
Ah,
with
yeah.
Ryan George.
Yeah, the guy, the happy guy. Yeah, I know.
Happy guy.
Happy guy, yeah. Happy business guy.
Yeah.
And Going said that I've got my house plastered with cameras from all directions. Let them try, claim that. And actually, this is what we did as well.
Yeah, I actually got back to UPS about that. Said, yeah, nobody has been there. Trust me, I would know. No, well, how do you know? Well, I have a doorbell to begin with. Nobody rang the doorbell. Nobody knocked. And I have cameras. So I asked them to check the driver's GPS, and yeah, sure, they hadn't been nowhere close to here.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So.
And I did kind of a what's it called? Back in time as well, like 4 deliveries, prior deliveries as well, that they completely failed. So I kind of, hope.
Yeah.
I really hope I fucking got someone fired for that, because it annoyed the shit out of me.
Yeah, and I'm not really sure it's a one-person game, because it's happened
probably
several
not.
times. Yeah, so
But it's a routine thing that is
that needs to be improved for certain. Yeah.
And Kraut Guy C64 says, is it still possible to do requests? Yes, it is. You just go to slay.radio/request and throw your request in there.
And nice to see you around, Kraut Guy. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Nice.
And he's on YouTube.
Yeah, indeed. I just noticed, because now I'm on YouTube, now that you told that there are interesting things going on there. So awesome. And interesting that Pete has added, ooh, boom, Banan slips into awkward silence. Well, we have Banan, the first requester. I don't know if he's in awkward silence, but he certainly wants to hear Rowley and Beck's Biggles and Fly with Your Brain Propeller. So there it goes.
It's a nice one.
Just at the end. It's
Yeah.
not a fiddly-dum,
No.
as you accepted.
Nah, nah.
Well, no, you could provide a better finish, I guess.
No,
That's
that
what
was
you
perfect.
mean with this?
Perfect.
Okay, yeah. We get very nice requests there from Luna. I can see that.
Nice, nice.
It is happening.
It's happening. What is?
The nice requests are happening.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes.
Nice requests are nice.
Nice
Well,
requests are nice.
So we heard.
Would more they say?
Mm.
Also,
Nice.
now I can really say that the trophies are in production because we had some back and forth with the company.
Annoying back and forth, might I add.
Well, it's yeah. Let's say that the angle of the photography of the trophy weren't really the front, and the placing of the text wasn't really there where we wanted it to be in the first round. So we had some back and forth, and now we seemed to settle with a solution. So we are waiting for the final execution.
Yeah, but it was a lot of guesswork because if you're watching the stream, they took the picture. If this is the trophy, they took the picture from like this angle, weirdly. So, and then you're supposed to design something on that, and no measurements of the edges and whatnot. So yeah,
well,
really annoying.
No, I think that we just made it more complicated because obviously we had a unique print that we want to be there, and there is an option on the website where you just put like regular text on it, and you can just write into a regular text field, and then they will make it happen. But we just made it more complex
as
designing
we always
it.
have, but didn't we ask like several times to get a picture from straight from the front of the fucking thing?
No, we were rather just saying that it's very hard when the angle is from the top. But
well, I did mention that. Ask them to send a picture from straight ahead, and yes, you had that in your email at one point at least.
Yeah, once we mentioned it, yes, and then before that I was saying that it's really hard to work with a twisted angle there, but now let's hope everything turns out right, and then finally we can send them out. So, well, I wanted to send them out in April. I'm guessing that it will be start of May now, but just so you know.
That went well.
Yeah.
That went well.
Well, almost. It's close enough. It's just, I guess...
Well, they're not here yet.
Yeah, but now we can be certain that they are in production at least.
Sure, but how many will be broken by the time they arrive? We don't know.
Don't tell me that. they
Not that it happened before or anything,
No.
but they're made of glass. They can break.
Yeah, Martus can tell some things about that, I guess.
Yeah, and haven't you seen the packages that we received lately? The receiver, the edge of the box was all crushed and whatnot.
That's why you package them very carefully.
Yeah,
and
sure.
so far this company has packaged the trophies very carefully. And
that is how we sent them. The one that Maltus got, that is the same way they had packed. So there's no guarantee.
I do not know how you sent that away because I was not involved with that.
Yeah, I told you right now. That is, we sent them out just the way they came in, packaged the same way.
Probably that is a problem because I never sent them out as they came in because we needed a bigger box.
Yeah, but my argument here is that you said, well, they know how to pack. Apparently not. Is my counter to that.
Yeah, the thing is that it's not the core box that we usually send. We use another box, and then the core box.
Yeah, I'm not talking about when we send them out. I talked about how many are broken when they arrive here. That's still where I am in the discussion.
But I thought that Martus's broke when you sent it out from here.
Yes, in the same way it was packaged as they sent it here.
So you sent out a broken trophy?
No.
What?
I sent it out. It arrived packaged,
Yes,
okay?
Yes.
Then I put labels on it so it would go to Malthus. I've sent it the same way they sent it here.
Okay.
My
yeah.
argument here is that they are not necessarily so very good at packaging things because it didn't break on the way here, but it broke on the way to Malthus.
That's still not them to blame. Sorry about that, but
But how is then your argument that they know what they're doing and they know how to package things?
because
This is my argument.
first of all, they send them in one big box.
No,
you get like
not the-
7 of them.
Not this one, not that batch.
So they send them separately.
Yes,
That's weird.
yes.
Anyway, I never sent out any single trophy in their original box. They always went into an additional box,
Yeah.
and they were inside
Of
that
course
box.
they are.
That's what we do.
Yeah. I'm not arguing about that at all.
And
that's
so
not
far-
even has not even been in my discussion list.
But so far, I'm not aware of anyone who complained that their trophies were broken in the latest 4 or 5 years, I'm guessing. But if we don't know about something, please let us know. So, yes.
Yeah, I think the only one we do know about is the Malthus one that broke.
Yes. Did he get a compensation after that?
I can't remember now.
He's not
If he
around.
didn't, and you listen to this later, Malthus, did we ever send you a proper one after? If not, we should fix that.
Hmm. Beer deliverer of the year.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was that? 2017, something like that.
I guess that's somewhere there,
Yeah.
because that wasn't done by me yet.
No, that was just a year before you came around,
Came around,
Yeah.
indeed. Yeah, so
took over the packaging.
so far no complaints, as I said.
Heard no complaints so far.
Well, okay, I don't know. How about you, though? I know you might have some complaints, but
On packaging, yes,
on packaging.
but not on my package.
Oh. And Shargo wants Instant Remedy and Druid 2, so we shall play this for him. oldest top-rated tune on RKO. Wow. Yeah, it must have been a while, like in the early years, I'm guessing.
Yeah, 2002 or something like that, I guess.
Yeah, it's 2000 June, right after. No, maybe it's within RKO's opening because it's the June the 28th, and a lot of tunes are from June the 28th.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, that's something to celebrate. Maybe we should celebrate RKO's birthday and the first release dates every year.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I thought that was from the album he made. That was like 2002 or something like that.
Nope.
Let me check. When was that?
Nope. But it got renamed a little bit. I mean, it's called Fairlight here, and of course on RKO it's called Rui 2. So I'm just ever so slightly confused. I think that we need to.
2002.
Is it?
The album. Yeah.
Oh, the album. Okay. Well, that came later. But I'm just wondering if this is the same iteration.
No, it's not from the album, most likely.
Why is it?
Just check the when the album was released.
No, but both of them are 2 minutes 53 seconds. I guess that makes it highly likely that they are the very same. So
probably.
Yep.
So I think I was. That would have probably been right about the time I first met Ryan for the first time.
When was that?
Around the time the album was released. So
Okay.
2002, 2003, maybe somewhere in there.
So and how was it? Bit live?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, when was Bit Live Brighton? Because that is
There were two of them, I think.
the first one.
The first Brighton.
Yes.
Bit live Brighton.
2004 maybe. So a couple of years after the album release. Anyway, I got that album. No, that album I actually got in London.
Oh, so not in Brighton then?
No. I did get the Ryan Auerhand t-shirts in Brighton because I started talking to Ryan because he needed someone in Gothenburg to check out Minimoog. So I went there with a friend to check it out, and then subsequently he bought it. So it's now in the Church of Rhine.
Oh. So this is how it all started.
You
did a favor.
Started, yeah.
Oh.
We had spoken on IRC before that, but
No, of course you did. And then he was sticking around, and then you did the last ADSR show in 2016, I guess, and then
was it 2016 or
I
2015?
think it was
2016. Yeah, sounds about right.
And then he disappeared a little bit, but he is still attending X parties, which we will attend as well.
X parties?
X parties. Yeah, well, okay, it's not that there are so many of them lately, because in the latest 5 years there were none, but now from the 2nd to 4th July there will be one, and we just get our plane tickets, so now we are covered.
Yeah,
Yay.
and if you're like me and can never remember the damn URL to the X party, I actually added an alias, so you can go to x.c64.org to get to the party page.
Yeah, that's fantastic. That's so helpful. Like anytime I want to check the parties page, during the year since I know that party, I always struggle with that URL. Like, I don't know why they didn't come up with something more simple, but I just always need to search and then need to search again because that's not that specific enough. And yep, yes, GoHang says thank you as well. You see, it's not only us.
No, I always had to kind of, was it TRC, was it .net,
TRC,
.net, .com, .org, god damn it.
Yeah.
GoHank says they should work on that. Seriously, they don't need to anymore. x.c64.org. Perfect.
Yes, totally. SES
Dash
trc.net and then /x2023 is the original URL. So, but x.c64.org is a bit easier, I'm guessing.
A little bit easier to remember, yes. It's a C64 party, X. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
Transmission 64 did that nicely.
You know how many people registered to that party? Jesus Christ.
358?
No, 551. Oh my God, that's crazy. That's going to be epic. Ah, Jesus Christ. That's like, seriously, after 5 years, people gather up and freaking COVID and everyone is just, Jesus Christ. As people from the United States of America, remix64.com. He is in the list. Did you notice that?
He is, yes, I did know that.
Ah, right. Go Hanks of Slay Radio. Register.
Go, Hanks.
Go Hanks.
Go to the X party, Hanks.
Go, definitely. Go Hanks. Goes to the X party. Wow. That's... Yeah, I really need to go through this list. I didn't do that for a while. 551 people. And if you feel like, of course, having a great program of live acts on stage at the same weekend, unfortunately, but in London, and, well, you can't go as far as the Netherlands, obviously, then Fastloaders will be epic there. So don't forget about that either. Yes, unfortunately, it's the very same weekend, but they will play in London, and if you are around London, don't miss that either.
Yeah, release party for C64.rocks. Not .rocks. Well,
.rocks. No,
yeah, I think
everything is .rocks.
Yeah. Rocks. No.
Morpheus is from the Increasing Popularity crew.
Yeah.
Is this a new group?
Yes, he was in Censor, so now he's not. So I guess he's in a new, very much increasing popularity group.
Okay, he's still increasing popularity.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. How about? Well, we are talking here for a while. How about a long request then? Like a long one. Yes, it's a long one, but it's.
Do you want the?
It's a song that we can't get bored anyway. We can't get bored of anyway. Yes. Yes. So.
She didn't even hear the question.
I wanted to finish my sentence. It's
well, you talked all over me while I was asking you the question.
Yeah, next time I should just listen and wait for 2 minutes until you finish. This is what you want to imply.
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry for not letting you talk. You speedy one. But
Speedy Gonzales.
Go Hanks wants to hear Rock and JLD, Smile to the Sky. I know it's 10 minutes, but this song has enough variety, I think, right?
Oh, definitely.
So maybe...
I in general don't like very long songs, but I never get bored with this at any point during the song.
Before we play the song, though, Shetil is around and he is listening, and he had that Fastloaders and X is not the same day, though. Very important. Yes, of course.
Yeah, so if you can do a bit of city hopping, then you're good.
Yes,
all
so
good.
Please let us specify and make a program for you if you want to like hop around here, because yes, 2nd of June is still a Friday evening, so X
is starts on a Friday.
yes, it also starts on Friday. But if you would like to see fast loaders on Friday, which we entirely understand because it's a totally reasonable request or expectation, then you can actually be in London on Friday and then hop on a plane and be on X at Saturday. So that's also a possibility. Or take the train. Oh yeah,
there's a tunnel.
All right, they can just go through the tunnel. Yes. You being a pedantic, Pete says. Anyway.
Pete's ass? What about Pete's ass?
Pete says. Did I really say it that way? I swear
It did sound a little bit like that.
Okay, well, you're the bad one because you mishear it.
Yeah, of course.
It's your fault.
Yes, of
not
course
mine.
It is. Yes, it is. I take full responsibility for that one.
Okay, great. Then we should play.
And Shargo says Slaygon hears what he wants to.
Exactly. And he always wants to hear about S's. So, let's carry on with Rock and JLD and Smile to the Sky, shall we?
Rock! Yeah, there was a bit
That
of a
ended
wow
quickly.
in there.
Yes, definitely. That ended quickly. I barely noticed that it was 10 minutes. So, yeah.
Barely noticed there was a song on.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, well.
Yeah, like I said before the song, at no point do I feel it kind of goes on for too long. It's
Yeah,
a
it's
very
weird.
nice and varied
Totally.
track.
Totally agree. And Gohings and Berlusconi are talking there, and tried contacting you on CSDB, but it seems as you don't have an account there. Well, that's what happens all the freaking time, because I don't interact on CSDB that much, and I log in rarely, and then I always need to get reapproved by the admins when I want to log in again. And I don't know, like, how often do you log in?
I don't know, once a week maybe or something.
Once a week, okay. Yeah, I'm just...
But not just to kind of log in to check anything in particular. It's when someone posts a link on c64.com or in the Facebook group or whatever, you know.
Okay, yeah.
So.
Yeah, I guess it makes sense when you interact in a thread, and I just tend to use it logged out, and then I just don't even think of logging in or interacting for that matter, and then I always kind of lose my account. So yeah,
there's an important top list. Top webmasters.
Oh,
guess who's number one?
Oh, who's number one? Oh. And your average score rating is 9.64.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to change that. Now someone votes for him and it's gonna get all ruined. But yeah, wow, amazing.
Oh, speaking of web, by the way, I reorganized over the weekend, and on Monday reorganized the redirects for c64.org. So x.c64.org is one of those things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So there's a bunch of them, like 100 or so subdomains for c64.org. csdb.c64.org, for instance, should actually go to the correct one. Yes, it does. So there's a bunch of them, and I had to do that because I reinstalled my email server and just scrapped the whole setup I had before and rebuilt a new one, ground up, more modern and easier to maintain and whatnot. So
nice.
Yeah.
Very, very nice.
Very, very nice indeed. And now it's all running in containers and whatnot, so also nice to move and easy to move.
Yeah, that sounds great. Productive weekend and all. And we have like a long weekend ahead right now because there will be
we get
3
an extra
days.
day.
Yay, that's
Barbecue!
be...
Finally, we put out the furniture on the patio. The one sunny day we had last weekend.
Yeah, and then it got rainy the next day instantly. So good that the pillows were not out there, I guess.
They are out there.
Well, they are out there, but they weren't really put on the furniture just yet.
Not yet.
So yeah, it's amazing how weather can change around here. But let's hope that we will have a nice weekend right now. And next week we won't do a show.
No, and it's May the 4th.
Exactly.
And I have the T-shirt for it and everything. Now I need to wait for another year.
Or you are calling our boss and he does something with you.
I could.
You could.
I could. Boss, are you up for it?
Do a May the 4th show.
Yeah, May the 4th.
May the 4th.
We build a fort in here.
We build a fort, yeah, indeed.
Yeah, Clondio says, I have a dangerous amount of sodium. Mm-hmm. You betcha.
And yeah, it's May, almost May, and that's gonna be a hell of a month. I'm gonna go to Poland, the capital of Hungary, I suppose would say as well. After 4 years, I think, end of month, and then the start of month we'll spend in Hungary because, well, finally some family and friends visit is in order. been a while since I've been there. So,
Mhm.
and then of course, start of June is X in the Netherlands. We won't have that much time for sightseeing again. But that is my constant problem. So I figured it out that if I want to see anything from cities, I really shouldn't go when there is a party, because then obviously we won't have any time for that. Warsaw. Hanks, it's gonna be Warsaw. So the place where I have lived for about 3 years. That's what I'm going to visit. It's gonna be nostalgic. So yeah, looking forward to that.
Mhm.
And meet some of my friends there, and some only speak Polish. I really need to polish my Polish up again, because it's
You need to
that's
polish
my Polish. Yeah, indeed, because that's this weird thing that always the latest language overrules the previous one, and now everything will come in Swedish when I need it in Polish, obviously. But it still happens that when I need it in Swedish, sometimes Polish comes first, which is so weird. And I'm very happy that I have one step in my mind to think of it before I talk, because then it would sound very weird. But yes, it's.
Yeah. And Gohanks asks, where in Poland?
I just said Warsaw.
You did?
Yes.
Yeah. Why is he asking then?
No, he asked it before I answered his question.
He literally asked just then.
No, he
You
literally
already started
asked.
talking before.
No,
Or maybe
I
I read it in the
answered
wrong
with
order.
Warsaw because he was asking.
Oh, okay. Maybe I read
Yes.
things in the wrong order. Right.
Yes, so let's see how that goes. Yes, if you visit Boz Radio, then you are aware that Poland is the capital of Hungary. This joke, by the way, if anyone wonders why we keep saying that, it is because Boz, at some point, when we were preparing to go to Arok Party, I think Arok Party is located in Hungary, in a small town called Ajka, and for some reason, he did not remember this small information that it is in Hungary, where I'm from originally, right? But he said, is it in Poland? And then, since then, of course, well, he says, Poland, the capital of Hungary. So that's where it comes from.
That is
It
indeed
just
where it
got
comes
stuck
from.
with us, yes. Or stuck with him, mostly because he keeps repeating that, but that's why. Yeah, so, yeah, I know, the eastern part of Europe is all the same to you, boss. I know, I get it. No practical difference
Isn't
between
it
how
though?
No, there are a lot of differences, obviously, and especially
Yeah, there's an imaginary border.
but like especially language-wise, like it's fantastic how different we are when it comes to these things, and yet still we handle each other as like brother and sister nation. So that's something that I was wondering about for a long while, when someone enlightened me that it was Latin back in the days when they were like teaming up, and they needed a common language. Obviously, they wouldn't understand each other like a single word if they would try in Hungarian and Polish. There's no chance for that.
Well,
But
nowadays
yeah.
they do have English.
Yeah, but they didn't use
Or
that much
you.
English back then. So
I said nowadays.
nowadays, they definitely have English, yes.
Yes.
Anyone who feels like it can use that. So, also we have... when I hear Poland, I think of Fawlty Towers.
Yeah, you know the one with Monty Python? Well,
Oh.
John Cleese at least.
Oh, okay. Well,
And Basil with his... and Manuel. He read it in the manual.
Manuel.
Where did you learn that? Manuel. Who is this Manuel?
Read the fucking manual. Okay, well. Meanwhile, we lined up a song for Mila Soft 64. And again, a message to us. Love the energy you two share every week. Thank you so much. Do we love it too? Well, I'm happy that you love it. Love it at least. That's great.
It's not very different from everyday life, so... Yeah.
No, it's really not. That's how it usually happens. And
and the Blode says, love the station. Yeah. Me
Okay.
too.
oh, you love your own station. What a surprise.
Well, there's a reason I started it, so yeah, of course I do.
There's a reason I joined it, so
Yeah.
okay then. So
Okay then.
Mark's Headroom, any version you prefer? Well,
Okay.
we can't go wrong with DHS, can we? I guess we can't, right?
No, it's excellent.
laser! Fire the laser!
What, the
Fire the laser!
the Jewish space laser.
No, that's the. it's a quote from Dr. Evil, if you remember that, from Austin Powers. No,
Oh yeah.
Fire the laser. I really liked it back in the days when it was in the cinema. Well, it seemed like it's funny. I don't know if it would be funny nowadays, though.
I don't
There's
know.
a different humor back then. I guess it was around the 2000s.
Yeah,
But
somewhere around there. Yeah,
yeah.
I wasn't a very big fan.
no,
No.
you weren't? Oh,
No,
I liked it.
they were kind of fun, but I was like, yeah. Sure.
Yeah. I mean, some movies really aged in an interesting way. Some of the Jim Carrey movies, like the ones that are a little bit more easygoing, they are kind of funny nowadays. But those that are like more in depth, I really love them actually.
Yeah.
Like the one that obviously I won't remember the title because I never remember movie
Eternal
titles.
Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
That one,
Mhm.
fantastic. Yeah,
Indeed.
absolutely. So that's one of my favorites there.
Yeah. It's very, very nice.
But I really have a hard time talking about movies, like not remembering their title, and this is a generic trait of me. So I guess
I'm not very good at remembering either.
Yeah, it's like, do you know that movie where
Mhm.
where they, I don't know, cleared their memories and stuff, and it's always like that. So yeah,
Yep.
not a movie critic here, not the least bit. And Shetil, I hope you are still listening because Frida has a question for you. Because it connects to the next request as well. Because
So before you go to the request, Zamdi says, give something for Tappara for winning Finnish hockey championship. I'll give them a golf applause. How's that?
a golf applause for a hockey championship.
I thought that was suiting.
Okay, well, I wonder what JLD thinks of this. And yeah, how does that work? Like, if you're a hockey fan, are you watching like all the hockey matches all around the place here?
I guess he's following
local?
the Swedish kind of leagues and whatnot.
Okay.
But then when it gets to like the European Championships and OS and World Championships, he would follow all of those,
Okay.
presumably.
Yeah, for a little while I got a little grip of how is it when you are surrounded by like football fans and Formula One. Okay, that I understand. Also, it was really great to fall asleep to as well sometimes. But I really enjoy Formula One when we get to it. Like, it's not something that I switch on my own, but
It's fucking funny to, not funny. It's fun to play in an emulator and whatnot.
yeah,
I
it's
used
fun
to
to
have
play as well.
the driver's kind of a wheel and whatnot, and pedals and whatnot
Yeah.
to play.
Yeah, I agree that my early favorites of like car racing things were definitely Formula One related as well. Not normal cars, but Formula One. So in regards of games, that's also applying. But it's really, I understand the passion, how they can really get into it. Oh my God, no, no, they're out. Oh my God, it just break the car, whatnot. And the same goes with football, which is really, it was interesting because I never was interested in football particularly, but once we made it to the European Championship, I mean, Hungary did, that's like, we are really not good at football. We are better with water polo and such sports and swimming, but not football. And the group made it to the European Championship. Everyone was like celebrating, like, oh my God. And Budapest streets were full of people and they were so happy, so many happy faces. They were singing on the metro, on the buses and everything. And we went out actually to watch one of the matches, I think with Portugal. Yes, I think it was with Portugal. And yeah, everyone was just shouting and being happy and whatnot at the same time. There was something magical about that. Honestly, it's a little bit an experience like a concert where you love the music and you are witnessing it from the first row, and somehow you become one with the crowd, and it's like it can be a really magical experience when it goes in a good way.
Yeah.
Not when people beat each other, obviously.
When we went to the first Bit Live in London, not the first Bit Live ever, but the first one in London, the same night that Bit Live was, we were thinking of going to the pub, but decided not to because Sweden was playing the UK and Sweden won. So we didn't dare to go.
Where are you from?
Poland? Oh, and Zamdi was not impressed by my golf clap, so here you go, Zamdi, for Tappara.
Oh, wow, you missed that, right?
That better? Right, so you were going to play a request, I
was
believe,
going to play a
at some
request.
point.
And I'm asking if Kjetil is around because he was
Right,
around at
right.
the start of the show. Frida has a question to him because she asked for 05, 09, 87, I guess, or is this like September the 5th, 87 remix? Not really sure what the numbers indicate, but by the way, what are all the songs featured of, I guess? There are 1, 2 I'm unsure of. Cheers. So, Kjetil...
I think that 05, 09, 87, wasn't that the actual name of the track he remixed?
that was the name of the track, but maybe this means a date. I do not know, but that is the name of the track.
It is literally the name of the track. Jeroen Tell named it.
Yes,
there is no still information or anything that says why.
So, yes, there are 1, 2 she's unsure of, and if Kjetil is listening, then if you can provide that list, then I guess that would make it easier for Frida. So, there it goes, the song.
Plinky plink.
Yeah, literally like all the known SIDs are included there. So
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to list them all. I understand that. But yeah, it's a really good mix of everything there.
Yeah, I thought I
Kjetil.
would find a list of the tracks he covered in the SID on HVSC.
Yep.
But no, he didn't provide a list.
Yep.
So yeah, like I suggested to Kjetil, make a quiz out of it and see how many people can identify.
Yeah.
In there.
We will
You
Kahoot
listed
it.
You listed a couple there, like Commando, Last Ninja, Gianna Sisters, Outrun, Sanction, and the like. Yeah, there were a few in there.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we should prepare a quiz show. Like,
Oh my goodness, no.
yeah, like
No.
there's some people are crazy about those. Actually, sometimes they can be fun. I know it's an effort to take, and
It's not the effort, it's more they tend to kind of not be fun. Sure, there's the fun in it being a novel thing in the beginning, but then it kind of wears out real quick, I think.
why?
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 Because reasons.
Well, my colleagues were on a quiz show tonight, and I needed to cancel, obviously, Thursday.
So you cancelled it for them? How nice of you. Oh, you can't go because I can't come.
I only cancelled it for myself, but I hope that they had fun. So I obviously have some obligations here that would be very tight for me to come home just like after the quiz, which was until like 7:30. So yeah, that would be tight probably.
Very.
Yeah, very.
Oh, Kjetil says the tracks are not in the SID. Oh, okay. I thought, because I listened to the SID when you just posted the remix. There's at least a couple of them in there? Or do I remember entirely wrong? Huh.
And Sphinx is, I swear, Ziona switches from long to short, back to long again in between broadcasts. I do. It's fun. I don't see the problem with that. It's okay. I know it's not that natural, but it's a lot of fun, so why not?
And Gohang says, that's why you can do it as a one-off, I guess, with a quiz.
Yeah, I don't know. I particularly like those Kahoot quizzes that sometimes we have, but...
No, we don't.
No, not we as in with my colleagues. But the thing is that I'm not really good at quizzes either. So it depends, of course, on the topic. But generally, not really good with these things. I notice that I'm kind of a slower person than that. So I rather think of something like very much in depth, and I sit down and I think of all the aspects. But that's not really a quick process. So. That's what I generally notice, because it turns out with those escape rooms as well, that we did some escape room stuff, like fun activity
never
as
done
well.
That. I've never done that.
It's actually fun, but I also noticed I can be like not the quick one there, like literally, like you can think of anything, and I think that for me it's like a problem that I think of so much more things than what is the obvious there. So some people just find those obvious clues like very quickly. I'm not one of them.
It's not a very unusual, or the following sentence is not very unusual in this household. So what's the point here?
Yeah, well,
Get to the point.
what was the point of this whole thing that we talked about? That maybe we need to do a quiz show at some point. This is where we started from. So I'm not really good at playing a quiz, but maybe we can make a quiz. And then we don't need to play. That's great.
I can play.
You can, but you don't enjoy it.
Well, I will have all the answers, so I don't need
Then
to
you are not
technically
playing.
play.
That's not how it works.
Oh,
Oh.
and it's no fun.
Oh my God. Jesus.
Jeebus.
Yeah, let's see what's on the request list. Yes, we won't be able to play all the requests tonight because we are talking too much. So
Yes,
let's play
so
songs.
Shush, and let's play some.
Yeah, I know. Shut up, right? Is that what you want to say? Berka requested Johan Andersson and Cybernoid surf mix. What's with all those surf mixes and surf versions there?
Well, it's Johan Andersson.
No,
He
not
does
only
great.
him.
He does great surf mixes.
Yes, he definitely does.
Kerrang! Boodly-doom.
But they don't, indeed. Well, favorite advertisement of the day for me, Retro Computer Group, looking for an offended woman who would sell his husband's collection on half price. I like that. At half price. Oh, I'm sorry. You're ruining it.
No.
Yeah, okay, you're not ruining it. But yeah, definitely, it's one of those.
Very funny.
Yes, the collections. Yeah, nowadays I'm really approaching that way of thinking in my head, or at least trying to, that collecting anything is generally a bad idea. Imagine if there is an apocalypse and you need to leave your whole household.
Well, then it's a
behind.
good idea to be collecting food.
Well, if you need to leave
And
your house, you
bags.
cannot really
And
take all
bags.
the food that you have either.
And bags to
Bags.
put the food in.
Well, I definitely have a lot of bags. That's good, I guess. Then I don't get rid of some bags at least. But yeah, generally it starts to feel like it's a bit counterproductive. Because what do you do with your collection if they are always on the shelf? That feels wrong.
Yeah.
And I know it's a great feeling to own them, but then at the same time, regarding clothes, for instance, I started to feel sorry for those that are like really like nice and glamorous, and they should be on the street being worn, not in the wardrobe, in the deepest shade of whatever is there. And it just made me feel bad. And even if I love it very much and I wear it like once every 2 years, that feels wrong. So actually, I definitely started to reconsider these things now. But the road is still very long.
The closet is still very big.
It is, and you really need to mentally let it go.
Let it go, let it go.
Yeah. And I guess this is just the same thing with retro computers as well. And I have some retro tech stuff, like literally all my phones that I used, that for some reason I can't get rid of. And you are the very same. You have all of them too.
Yeah.
It just feels wrong to get rid of them. But then again, you never use them again. So why are you holding on to them then?
Well,
Why?
For me, it's mostly that there's the transition period between your old phone and the new one. Just in case you need something from the old one, you kind of keep it around, and then it just ends up in the pile with the other previous ones anyway.
Yeah, exactly. And then they will never get used again.
No. But most of the time when I replace a phone, it's because my old one is broken. And sure,
Yeah.
you could repair it and all of that, but yeah, it's many times my phones get so old that they no longer get any updates,
Yeah.
and then it becomes a security risk, and you can't install the apps that you actually need, like authenticators and that sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly. And
So-
some companies don't even let you use phones that are not able to update anymore, like ours. So I needed to get a new phone basically because there was no new Android on the one that I used. So it's a bit tricky. But I also change phones usually when I have like a problem with some of them or other like very particular reason, not because I want to change. So that's usually not the case. I guess the current one right now is 5 years old that I'm using.
Yeah.
And if I wouldn't start to use the new one, I would still use.
Well, you have that's the new one, right?
Yes. I would still use the one that is from 7 years ago.
Yeah.
And it still works absolutely fine. So
Very nice.
what is Shiny Peter?
I don't know.
What was which part did we comment on?
I don't know where we were with that one.
Okay. Well, we will learn eventually, I'm guessing. And Luna had definitely a few really great requests there. And I decided to go with the first one because that's such a nice song. It's been a while since we heard it, and it's like such a groovy piece. So that would be Berserk and Tintin on the Moon.
Mr. B, Zerk. Bum, 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 beep, beep. Tintin on the moon, because he's
Tintin.
French.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I totally forgot that. Yeah. We had a few books of Tintin, I think,
Yeah,
back in the days.
or the day.
Pete said after 12 months, Rowena's phone would have a cracked screen and would have been down at least 3 toilets and in a few bowls of washing up water. Yeah, that's one thing that interestingly enough, I always paid attention to my phones. Like even the most sensitive type of phone. There was one Walkman mobile from Sony. I really loved Sony mobile back then, and Ericsson before that, obviously. And there was this one Walkman mobile that had a flip, and there were the play buttons on the top. That literally everyone broke. Like at the first time the phone fell on the floor, everyone broke it. For me, it took like 1.5 years, I think. So once it fell down, it was also broke. And by that time, I needed to switch because I think that was the time when my first smartphone has arrived. I also started with the smartphones late. It was 2010-ish. So other people already had iPhones back then and whatnot. And I was still like insisting on no, not going there. I know where it leads. And I was right. Totally right.
I lent my phone to my son at some point. The day after or 2 days later, he came back and said, well, Bob, I was trying to call him or send him a text, and I asked him, why didn't you answer? Well, the phone kind of broke. Like, broke how? I asked. He had stood next to a tram station, and the phone fell right into the tracks, and then the tram came and ran straight over the phone, so it kind of went into billion pieces.
There are such people, literally, and your son is one of those. Like exactly like Pete says, Rowena, that those people somehow, I don't know, there's always something happening with their phone, and yeah, so, falling in the toilet or whatnot.
Yeah, so now he gets those caterpillar phones.
The
instead.
massive.
What are they called? The
the phones that look spaceships, like technology from the future in the 90s science fiction movies, basically. These are the phones. Yes, it's Caterpillar. I think. Yes.
Catphones.com looks to be something like that.
Super sturdy, and they really look like a monster.
You can run over them with a truck, basically. So, yeah. He's on his second one so far, and it's been 5 years. So
wow, that's impressive.
Kind of works.
Yeah. Okay. That's really that has been proven to work then, I guess. So maybe Pete, you need to get a Caterpillar for Rowena. That would do the trick then. I guess that's a good tip.
Sphinx has a point. An old Ericsson phone could survive nuclear war, or the Nokia 2110. I still have that in the. It's shaped like a brick, and
I remember that.
And it kind of operates like a brick too, I guess.
Yeah. I was for a while I was against Nokia because everyone had 3210 and then 3310 and literally every second people had it, and I was like definitely on the side of Ericsson when it comes to this war. So always like having Ericsson phones. Well, the thing is that by time they deteriorated by the speed of the operating system, that was the biggest problem. But other than that, the design of the phones, that was marvelous and so unique. I still love to think of that. It's just they were so different than other phones. I just love it. And no, for crying out loud, I still cannot get rid of those old phones. Maybe we should put them somewhere here to actually show off.
Yeah, or do what Robin did with my phone. Put it on tram tracks and completely destroy them. Return them to their constituents, atomic parts.
No, my heart would be bleeding. No, you cannot do that. Mr. Mothead. This is me still struggling with the Swedish. Mothead.
Yeah, that works.
Okay. Requested for Cracked Mission by Dr. Future, composer Benjamin Debert, aka Nordish Sound. He's really great. You need to look him up, by the way, if you don't know him. And yes, that's Cracked Mission by Dr. Future. Great track by Dr. Future, Cracked Mission.
Correct.
Cracked Mission.
And I actually realized I don't have a Nordic Sounds YouTube channel in the list of YouTubers on the list in the About channel. I added it.
Yes, you should totally add him.
Yes, I just did.
Very nice.
There's a bit. If you are new on Discord, if you go to the About channel, you will find a bunch of links to a lot of remixers in there.
Yeah,
And other
worth to look around.
relevant things.
Yeah. Totally.
And if I missed one of your channels, for instance, let me know and I will add it.
What do you mean there is also a port for women?
Port for...
I wonder what that is. I don't know.
It's oh right, port for they have ported Doom to a pregnancy test.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
So you can
no.
run Doom while you wait for the results, I guess.
I do not know what to say.
Oh my goodness, and it seems to be working too.
It definitely does.
Wow.
Crazy person.
Yep. That's nuts.
Must be a demo singer, I guess. That's...
One would think so.
One would think so, yeah. Oh my god. Definitely would win a wild demo category, I'm guessing. Is there anything? No, there's nothing added there. But
And Gizmo says, "Hello, I am Gizmo, your friendly human chat assistant."
Welcome, Gizmo. If you just came around.
Yeah, I think he, like 10 minutes ago or something, asked, "Is there a show?"
There might be.
There is.
There might
But
be.
if he's not listening, he wouldn't know that.
Obviously.
Or he wouldn't hear that.
Obviously.
Obviously.
So yeah, definitely on Thursdays usually there is a show. Unlike next week, if Slaygon doesn't come up with a temporary solution with Boz. But that we don't know how much chance we have. Or
Don't know yet.
Yeah.
I guess we'll talk with Boz tomorrow.
Pete has some ideas for this pregnancy test. So what is going on? You have to win to get a negative result? Or die and you are pregnant? Wow. I guess depends on perspective, right? You get a demon if you lose.
If the result is positive, if you lose, then you get a demon. Otherwise,
Wow.
a regular one.
Wow. Good perspectives. And Ogi is also with us and listening, and
Okay.
wasn't really specified much, but you are Kung Fu. I'm going to say that. That will be easier. So you are Kung Fu.
I am Kung Fu. You are Kung Fu.
We are all
We
Kung
are
Fu.
all Kung Fu. Kung Fu.
So that's the request.
Kung Fu.
And I have picked something that we didn't hear that often.
She pigs a lot.
Picked. I have picked. So I have picked a song that we don't play that often, and it's Sidisium. It's worth to pay attention to him, actually. He has definitely some nice tracks there as well, and that would be Turbo Alpha Zero EX2 Dance Edition. Well, sounds great.
I'm sure it does.
Your bitch slap? What?
What?
The Peter's
Yeah.
gif there. Yep. Ans. Yeah, I know. I know that some people will switch on the ans filter.
That's not very unsy though. It's up tempo and all that, but not really unsy.
Well, okay, not that prominent ants there, but there is some ants there, and well, good thing that you have a filter, right?
Mm-hmm.
You claim to have one, so. I wonder.
Hello, Dasse.
Oh, Dasse is hi.
Oh, he's on YouTube.
Hi. So he is with us. Still need to go through this visitor list of X because now I feel like I was missing out on a lot of things since I just discovered that Lala is also coming. So yeah, definitely it's gonna be exciting. And it's
there's a shit bunch of people coming, so it's gonna be people everywhere.
Yeah, indeed,
And
everywhere.
Yeah. So we need to kind of go through the list anyway to see who we would want to have a talk with and that sort of thing.
Yeah, also that's a good idea. I didn't think of that even, but that's probably a good idea for the two. Also, we will show show the mood of this party for those that never have been with the previous one. From 2018, because soon you will be able to hear a podcast made out of that. So a lot of people have talked to us back there, and it was a lot of fun, and it will definitely reflect the mood as well.
Definitely.
And the quality music compo, which is always very crazy, and it's at least 30 so quality SID entries that it is literally crazy how good they are. So don't forget to follow what's going on because it will be really worth it.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Man, music compo is just one thing. Of course, it's our thing. That's why we are so focused on that. But not to mention the other compos. Yes.
Also the demo compo, the main category, because we do have a demo in there. Not we, but Sensor Design.
Yeah, and celebrating 1,000 followers.
Yeah.
We said that already last week, I believe.
Yeah, I recorded a little thingy that I still need to edit down. I've never actually edited footage, I realized, like that. So I need to learn how to use the cut page and whatnot in DaVinci Resolve. So it's taking a little bit longer than I would have wanted. But yeah.
I don't know. GoHanks updated the Slay Radio spelling somewhere where it was not correct, and he felt ashamed by that.
Yeah, I have no idea where he misspelled it. That's what kind of caught my attention there.
Nah, Slaygon nagged me back in the days when I didn't know that it's not simple Slay Radio. The Slay needs to be with capital letters.
Yes.
Okay, it's not working like that. If
No.
it's not.
Exactly.
Yes, that's the brand.
Exactly.
Yeah. Got it.
It's like typing Coca-Cola with all small letters.
It's all wrong.
Yeah, doesn't even look right.
Well, we should honor...
in the X list, the visitor list. GoHanks. Correct.
Oh, right. Okay. Now we know.
Yeah, because that is what we were talking about right then.
Yeah. Now
there's a bit of a delay there between you hearing us and us reading what you...
But now we know, and thank you, GoHanks, in Slaygon's name, because he is the one who is definitely allergic to any other spelling.
No, spelling is correct. It was correct. It's the capitalization that needs to be correct.
Yeah.
Aesthetics, exactly.
So, 64 listeners on the relays. Well, we know it's not all. Twitch and YouTube have more, but Crowd Guy, we should honor Crowd Guy's return, I shall say, with his request here, which he put in a while ago. which would be Sidrup Alliance and Crackout.
Crack out!
Isn't this great?
Yeah, a little bit of a sudden ending, but other than that, great.
Yeah. And Necropolo will be also on X.
Yeah, he will. It's going to be nice to see him again.
Yeah.
It's been way too long.
But he've never been on X before.
No.
So that's going to be his first X.
I think he's going to like it.
How was your first X? Well, not the first X as per se. Sorry.
Let's not talk about that.
Let's not go there.
Yeah, it was just fun. It felt like old time parties like they used to be back in the 80s. So yeah,
It was just fun.
yeah. Yeah, it was
You know how to make people
You know
enthusiastic.
how many parties I've been to. It's like It's not like it was something novel and new that I've never been to. Or it's like, yeah, it was fun. Fun meeting all the old guys. Literally old guys.
And how was your second ex?
It was fun. I don't know what to tell you.
You are a great interviewee.
It was fun to be back to a setting that was familiar.
Okay. Yeah.
I never thought there would be anything like that again after the last big parties back in the late 80s, beginning of the 90s stopped. After that, it kind of went into this all platforms kind of thing with PCs, and everyone was just sitting there gaming. It's like, yeah, I don't even play games. What the fuck am I doing here?
Yeah, but you know that after that, that was a tendency everywhere. After that, the demo scene and the gamers divided. So then those events became their own.
I am aware.
And I guess that was also happening everywhere.
Yeah, but the C64 parties were still quite small.
Yeah, I assume they were indeed.
Yeah.
But the audience is usually solid, and
Yeah,
they are
they're
very
not very
determined.
sometimes they're quite liquid.
Okay, how would you say that the core audience is very determined? That's what I wanted to express with the solid part, but
Okay.
I guess that wasn't the right word to use there. Sorry about that. We shouldn't talk more because we still have, oh my god, so many requests.
So many requests and only half an hour.
So many requests, so little time. Let's go with Modi and Poison for FS.
Poison!
always a classic, always
Always.
happy to play it.
Yes, always
Indeed.
happy to play anything Morty.
Anything Morty, because he is always the Morty of the year.
Mhm.
Or he shall remain the Morty of the year.
He shall indeed, now and forever, remain Morty of the year.
What did you mean? I didn't see your worst.
I wasn't talking to you.
Worst?
I didn't see. I didn't talk to you. I wasn't talking to you.
You know, but I haven't seen your currywurst.
No, or my
I would
bratwurst.
love to see your
Oh,
currywurst.
Or my bratwurst.
No, I'm talking about currywurst, specifically currywurst.
Mm-hmm.
That would be lovely.
Spicy.
How would you do that? Yeah.
Is that curry that you mix with your worst?
With my worst? Yes.
Not your worst, my worst. Well, technically, yeah, whatever.
I don't know. Everything is better with curry. You never know. Yeah, don't say such things, guys. As I said, you didn't see me at my worst.
Ringwurst.
Ringworst.
I don't know what that
Okay.
is.
Yeah, I can imagine it is like that, like a sea,
Yeah,
like
could be like that.
yeah,
Ringwurst.
yeah, well, totally
Yeah,
fine.
that's totally what it looks like.
Totally fine.
That's totally what it looks like.
I could totally eat it. Well, currently I'm not that hungry, but yeah. Why?
Right.
Why? It's great. What's so funny? That really doesn't have a shape that resembles to anything.
Resembles to anything?
No. Or of? No.
Just
resembles
remembers
of.
anything.
What is the thing that I need to use here?
Nothing.
Resembles
Anything.
anything.
It's a very Hungarian thing. Finnish do the same. Swedes to a certain extent.
But when am I going to talk like proper ever?
When you
like,
stop auto translating in your head.
But I'm not auto-translating. I'm not even thinking of translation. That's the thing. It's just
what
do
the
it.
auto.
It's-
That's what the auto part is. You're still translating.
No.
Yes.
Oh. Speaking of Finnish, I0 is with us and wants to hear Mine in a Box. And I love 64.
Yeah, mine is in a box.
It's yours in a
Sometimes.
box. Oh my God.
Sometimes it's in a box.
Don't put it in a box, please.
What, does it hurt?
I guess.
64.
Mind in a box, and I love 64.
Very, very nice.
Very, very nice.
Very, very nice.
I like when you do that. Very, very nice.
It's a nice track.
Yeah, indeed.
Oh, I love the waveform on the next track there.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I was looking at the same thing.
Very nice.
Yeah, I wish we could show that to you, but it's kind of hard right now. You don't have your mobile camera, right?
I kind of, sort of do.
Okay, it's not that important, but
No,
it looks funny.
We can see if we can get it going quick here. Yes, it's on. I just need to find it here somewhere, wherever it is. Here.
Maybe it will ruin some.
Yay!
Oh, that didn't.
Take
Oh,
it.
Yeah,
And
that one.
yes.
Ooh, look at that waveform.
Whee!
It's awesome. Well,
Wee! Ow! Ow!
That's you
Oh,
there.
yes,
Oh,
that's me.
you.
Hi, that's me.
Oh, and we have stuff there going on.
We do have stuff
Yes, we definitely do.
that sometimes goes on and on
Yeah.
and on
Oh.
and on.
Oh, and if we are there, like that's still a work in progress. But here are Board and Tiffany, who sent us a photo of themselves from Taiwan. So it's awesome. So yeah, and then here is Slaygon dealing with all the equipment and everything. But he
Yeah,
doesn't want to deal with this anymore, so he gave back the camera here, or well, anything. And yeah, that must have been very enjoyable for those being on the audio relays, I'm guessing.
Yeah. And here's the thing, it's a work in progress. It's a nice thing and thing.
Yeah, it's like when they at 1 year when there were fireworks, they started to broadcast it on the radio. Like now they are shooting a blue one. Now it's a green one. How beautiful it is! Oh my God! Did you see that red one? This type of thing. So yeah, we could definitely do that. But instead, probably we should rather play a track because still. We wouldn't be able to play everyone's requests today, which is really a pity because we just talked too much and I'm so sorry about that.
Yes, we do.
Well, I said, I'm sorry, okay. Isn't that enough for you? So, next
It's all
request.
good.
Next request, Berlusconi. And, a banger track, that's awesome. Next, then Samurai Warrior. Warrior.
Yes.
Warrior, yeah.
Warrior.
Warrior.
Not warrior.
I'm so worried.
Amazing times.
So I'm pretty sure that there's something that we can figure out, but not that. And besides, yeah, we were
Yes,
talking.
it can figure out the passwords from just listening. Yes.
What do you mean? Just by just listening the keys?
Yes, just by listening to the keyboard, an AI can figure out which keys you're pressing.
That's a bit disturbing.
A little bit, yeah.
Holy crap! That no. And yes, it's a phone holder. That's why we put it here. Look how cool it is. It really holds it. It's just perfect.
Like a phone holder should.
Yes. You don't need anything else. That's it. Yeah, I used to have like a very silly plastic kind of shoe-shaped something to put my phone in. But yeah,
Well,
those were the times.
This kind
They
of
were smaller phones.
works nicely from IKEA as well.
Yeah, that's like the tablet holder.
Yeah, you can
I-
put
I
the
like-
phone on that as well.
I absolutely love that it's portable, like very portable because it's very small, so we can take it anywhere really.
Yeah, it doesn't weigh much.
Yeah, awesome.
Goes in a pocket if need be.
Now I just need to find the best option of DJ table that is not a lot of kilos to carry on with. And also stable, which is like they are countering each other because obviously the lesser the weight, the less stable it is. So yeah, it's
Not necessarily. You can make pretty stable things that weigh pretty little.
yeah, but at the same time I'm thinking like I like to be very compact and prepared for travel with everything that I have. So I don't like big bulky stuff to travel with usually. And that makes me think maybe I just need a stand for the controller instead. So it's not that big as a table is, but at least I will have a stand for the controller. But then the question comes, how do you put the laptop behind? Because then you need another stand for the laptop as well.
You have a holder for it, like a microphone arm kind of a thing that you attach to the
table.
table
okay,
or,
that's a
or
clever.
or the stand.
That's a clever solution. I need to consider that. I just need to find the right way of doing that. And of course, the right weight of stuff.
Weight off.
Weight off.
Yeah, we do have a couple of stands for the keyboards and whatnot. They are pretty heavy though.
Yeah.
You know, the ones that fold out like that.
Yeah, exactly. So that's my problem, the heaviness. I don't want to travel with these things all around Europe or the world, like with, yeah, sure, great that you have a table, but it's freaking big still, even if you pick the smallest option. Yeah, anyway, we will figure that out later.
Yes, we will.
Yeah, indeed.
At some point.
And now let's carry on with the request of a Grisor.
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 Grisor. Yes, I suspect from Poland, I think. And he said, any completo Slaygon feels comfortable with. Which completo do you feel the most comfortable with?
The Sid?
No, now you need to say a remix because now we didn't line up a Sid anyway. But you need to say a remix. There are like 5 of them. No, 4 of them actually. 4. Which one do you feel the most comfortable with?
I don't know. Play any of them. I like Drew's version.
You like Drew's version. Do you like Drew's version better than your own?
It's less true to the original. I kind of like my own version.
Okay, case closed. And your name was in the request, so...
Oh, okay.
You feel comfortable with... So, Grisor, here comes Slaygon and Completo. were certainly true to the original.
Very
would
much.
say.
Yeah.
Sorry, Greaser, by the way.
It really didn't feel like it wanted to go any other way than pretty much a one-to-one cover.
Yeah, that's
Is
when
it?
you like the original too much.
Yeah.
So apparently Greaser is a clone of Contra for the C64, and GoHanks confirmed that it sounds like a Polish word, though. I'm sorry. That's why I was also mistaken.
Contra or Greaser?
Greaser.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, obviously sorry. Again.
Obviously sorry.
Obviously.
Can't you see it on my face?
Yeah, definitely. Very much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Greaser says, obviously the Greaser logo is cooler. Yeah, has the Zorro thing in there and everything.
Yeah, Gohang said a funny story about Greaser. Back when I had my first C64, my cousin told my dad that this game was too scary for kids, so I never actually played it on a C64. I think no one checked that, because not long after that I did play Contra on NES clone. Or NES clone. That's how we say it in English, right? Sometimes I still have a problem with that.
I think either works.
NES.
Because you do say SNES. So why
Yeah.
not NES?
Yeah, that's so tricky. You get used to one way of saying these acronyms, and then you realize that the English version of them is totally different. And then I almost say it, and then no one will understand. Sorry. So yes. And lined up a nice request from nice people made by nice people from a nice person made by a very nice person as well. So JLD is requesting Rock and Muser, Sami Seppe, obviously. And yeah, I guess since we are running out of time, I really need to play some songs still. track as well. Indeed, Muser by Rock.
It rocked.
It definitely did. And here, hello Stinson, by the way. Ziona, and also other people who were around here. And I see you said hello from like both IRC and Discord. That looks a bit funny after each other though. So
Yeah, and on Twitch they both look exactly the same.
yeah, so no one understands why you sent this message twice, but just in case anyone misses that. And by the way, our new joiner, The Blood, just a message and shout out to you. We are not quite sure if we can play the Doom theme. It's a little bit out of our scope because mostly we do C64 and Amiga remixes here. I would say some demos in tracks as well. But obviously, well, no copyrighted material and such, and this is a bit of a gray zone there. So that's why we might not be able to go there.
We could potentially play the SID, maybe on the next show, not this one, but next show.
Yeah,
request if someone made a Doom cover on the SID, then we could probably play that.
And that certainly sounds like there should be one, because obviously I would be very surprised if it wouldn't happen so far. So I'm just checking. And if no one did one, then I would say that it would be about time. So but yeah, God, so many.
But we can check that later. We have 1 minute to go. We don't need to look for that now.
Well, yeah, we have 1 minute to go. Just a little bit more. Yeah, just a tiny bit more. Not much more, I promise. Yeah, okay, I will just play this track and then we carry on from there. Lord Evil requested Johan Andersson and Ace 2. And, well, why we shouldn't play that? I don't see any reason.
Fully dumb.
Yes, really nice as usual. Johan Andersson and these
Johan
two.
Andersson is always nice.
Indeed, he is. This is the second track we played today from him.
It is indeed.
And he's obsessed with surf mixes.
Mm-hmm. He's
I
done
was-
5 of them out of the 8 that are in existence.
Yep. And I think, Pete, if you mean that you want to highlight someone on IRC, it's completely plain text, but you can set a notification on your own
No,
name.
he's specifically asking if he does the reply on Discord.
Yeah,
that
no,
doesn't
no.
work.
No, the
And
reply
it-
doesn't. No.
No.
No, it's just that you need to plain text the name of the person. It is exactly how they write it, I guess, but they can set notifications for anything they want, so it's like their name in several form.
Yes, but if you press reply on Discord to a message that came from IRC, their name will not be highlighted. That's the whole point there.
Yeah, exactly.
So-
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Unfortunately, that's the way how it is. Not all features can be implemented just yet.
Yeah,
Well, I
it's,
don't know how much effort it would be, but
it's a bit tricky. And yes.
reply this, okay.
Yeah, that's
Replied. Huh.
yeah, it doesn't actually send anything other than the text you typed
Hmm.
to Twitch and to IRC. Same thing.
I have missed a thread there.
What?
I was listening from a car, apparently. Oh, okay. Ziduder has a movie tip for us. That
Oh.
should be good. So he was listening earlier in the car, couldn't say it, but if you haven't seen Jim Carrey and the number 23, check it
have.
out.
It's a very nice one.
His breast dramatic acting. Oh, okay, yes. I don't recall seeing that right now, but since you know I'm very bad with movie titles, and it's like
he essentially sees 23 and everywhere, and he kind of connects it to everything.
oh, perfect. That already sounds interesting.
Yeah.
So I'm game, and I don't think I have seen it in this case. So
I am.
yeah,
I am.
let's go for it.
I
You
mean,
did,
I
and
have.
and you like to show me great things. So
Mhm.
let's go for it then.
I do like showing you great things. Yeah.
Not sure what you meant with this. What do you mean great?
Were you thinking like this? Not sure what you meant with this.
Anyway, we still have 2 requests to play, not more, but 2 of them. And I'm so sorry to everyone else who we couldn't get to today, but well, I would say there is a next week, but next week we won't be on air, so it's
There
the
is still
following
a-
week.
There's still a next week.
There is still the next week, indeed, but the following week we will be back. And yeah, right now we play Gizmo's request, who did not define which deflector we want to hear.
Deo.
But I guess no one is against a little bit of X-Form Z, right? I certainly am not. So
I think Lord Evil will like it. So
mhm. Yes, but this was Gizmo.
I know, but Lord Evil will like it.
Okay. Okay. Anyway, I think several of us will like it.
fully dumb.
So great, so great.
Indeed, very, very great.
There's something awesome about Deflector, and I do not know why it didn't get remixed so much as Last Ninja did, for example. Yes, I know Last Ninja is great, but seriously...
Yeah, but there's also a shit bunch of them. There's 3 Last Ninja games and
yes, I know.
loader and in-game tunes. So
I know,
for
and
each
it
level.
was absolutely hyped. And the interesting thing about Deflector is that there are 17 remixes on RKO currently. Yeah, sure, it's not a few, but not a lot either.
That's
so there could be more.
That's quite a lot.
Okay,
I
quite
think.
a lot. Okay, right. But there could be more, in my opinion, at least. And the thing is that most of the ratings are kind of in the middle as well. So desperately craving for a red-rated Deflector remix there. Another one. Well, we only have one.
2 of them.
That
one that you just played, and Rhino Hans from Nexus 6581.
Yeah, but that's not on RKO.
That's
so,
very true.
Sad.
And one that is very close to red, which is yours.
Oh, is it?
It's only 2% away from being a red.
Is it?
Yes,
Oh.
83%.
I didn't realize that. Oh, wow. Oh, thank you.
So do it again. Do it better.
Yeah, well... yeah, I definitely enjoyed to do that remix. That's really, really nice.
Yeah, and at least now Dasse got his cowbells.
Yeah, that's also important.
Very important. You have to have cowbells.
Please, you make me blush there. No, seriously. No, seriously. Thank you so much that you think that. And I just told to Slaygon that sometimes I wonder, I don't entirely wonder, because I listen to other shows and it makes me feel really cozy, and I love that when it's in the background and there is this whole evening that you can spend with the hosts, right? And they just you just basically have them there. And I also understand people who just listen, for example, because they have things to do meanwhile, and also understand people who join the conversation because they feel like it.
Yeah, like last week, Andreas was cleaning the house.
Yes, exactly. So I totally understand, and I also understand when some people cannot make it for a while, even for a longer while, because busy life. It's definitely a long show, and some people can just join for a short part. But I told to Slaygon that at some point I really would love to listen back of what we are doing, because that would give me a little bit of feeling, at least how other people might feel when they listen to us. But you tend to hate to listen to yourself, so I kind of pushing it. I'm pushing it back in time, that at some point I'm gonna do that just for learning purposes.
Yeah,
how it feels, but
and make notes.
Yes, and make notes what to improve. But that's not gonna happen anytime soon, I'm afraid, or at least
Well, you have a number of hours you can listen on the plane, for instance. So.
Oh no,
airports and plane
on the
whatnot.
plane I'm sleeping. Okay, that's the basic thing I do.
Apparently more important than
that is definitely
making
more
good
important.
notes.
No, notes are really nice to make, but for example, when I don't do excess brain work there, aka some monotonous something job, then it can be in the background. Yes, that's fine, but never getting to it. I always listen to something else instead. Yeah, and at some point need to get back to that. I remember used to listen to the first shows that I did. That was a big learning.
Yeah, that's the worst actually, when you just the first shows you do and then you listen back to them. First of all, it's a very common thing that you hate hearing your own voice.
Yes.
Certainly did so myself. And then secondly, you do so many things that you just go, Oh, for crying out loud! Why did I do that? Why did I say that? Or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know, but we are very glad the conclusion, because well, he would ask now, where are you going with this? We are going back to the fact that thank you so much that you think that we are great hosts for this and everything, and it's really heartwarming and yeah, and I guess by time we will try to improve. I just need
it's an iterative process. You kind of improve one thing here and one thing there, and then eventually you get there, I guess. So.
Yeah, well, get there. I guess it's more like the
wherever
way,
there is.
The way how, or the road that you are walking on. Meanwhile, that whole progress happens.
Yeah, it's the journey that is of interest, not the destination.
Exactly, that's what I wanted to say. So, and that concludes tonight, because we are very over time now. I convinced him to be a little over time, but now we are more over time. Well, I'm a time optimist. Sometimes you say, and I guess
sometimes
that's
and very often you are.
That's true. Can't deny that. But we got to the last track of the evening, which will be played for Frank S. aus SMM. I am guessing.
You sound like you're stuttering.
Yes. So Frank aus Deutschland, okay. I think so, at least. I'm guessing. So
maybe.
That's my best guess. But yes, that's how it looks like. And sorry that we couldn't play all the requests tonight. But yes, not next week. Sorry. Next week we won't do a show. But the following week we will be back, okay? So that's it. Oh, Sphinx. Well, he posted a GIF that says, "We are people," in Hungarian, obviously. So
are we sure?
Yes, I'm very sure about that, actually. So yes. So we would like to thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. And now we go for a week of pause, or at least next week. And we will be back the following week, right? Which will be on the which one?
On the which one? Yes.
On the which day?
We shall be back on the which. But tomorrow I hope we will meet up with Boz, and I shall have a little talk with him and see if he's up for doing I don't know, a different kind of a show here, or maybe from his place or whatever.
Who knows?
See if we can cook something up.
Indeed.
Maybe
cook something. And our next show will be on the 11th of May, Thursday evening. So yes, as usual, the Thursdays. And then the following show on the 18th of May will feature the new album Encore 500, and we will talk with some of the artists there that participated in the project. So prepare for that as well.
That's going to be fun.
Yep.
Definitely. A lot of fun.
A lot of fun.
And a lot of good music. And a lot of Amiga.
A lot of Amiga, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
why would there be Amiga?
Yes, well, I don't know, 500. I do not know. Let's think of that for a moment. And
thank you very much for joining us tonight, at least. And see you next time.
Yeah, enjoy the long weekend, and see you on the 11th of May. And don't forget to join the Boz Radio shows either, because on other days of the week they are on air, except Sunday and of course Thursday, because then we do usually a show. So don't forget to join Kisi Konisi, Duder, Metricado, Cactus, and Boz himself on Wednesdays.
Yes,
right.
And you can find the schedule at boz.radio/show.
Yeah.
Shows. Yes, shows.
Yes, indeed. So once again, thank you for all your attention tonight and your requests in the chats. And
thank you. And good night.
See you in 2 weeks from my end, and from his end, who knows? And the last request.
Nice end.
We say goodbye with an Amiga request. I haven't heard this. We say goodbye with an Amiga request of Frank, which would be Amok and Hyper based.
Good night.
Night.
Live, loud, and direct. Slay Radio.
There is a disturbance in the stream. Admiral, move the fleet to Slay Radio. I want that free TCP packet.